Hello and welcome back, everyone. I'm going to show you the fastest way that I know of to mix a 5-pound fruiting block. I'm going to kind of demonstrate this slow at first, kind of tell you what I'm doing, then I'm going to do it quickly. And if anyone knows a quicker way, please tell me, because I do this a lot, and I spend a lot of time doing this. But so basically, when you add your spawn sits at the top, right? Alright, hang on. Stop right there. Before we go any further, also making a lot of spawn tonight. But anyway, do you have to mix a fruiting block after it's inoculated? No. The reason why you want to mix it afterwards is so that all those grains get dispersed evenly and that it colonizes a little bit faster. You don't have to. Some people opt not to mix their bags at all. This is generally referred to as top spawning. It's the usual name for it. The reason why I don't do top spawning is there's a couple reasons for it. First of all, when my blocks come out of the sterilizer, they're really kind of compact, and so mixing it up kind of loosens it up a little bit and allows that mycelium to grow a little bit easier through it. Also, it takes a really long time if you don't mix it for the top to kind of colonize all the way down to the bottom, and colonization can take a really long time, or it may never fully colonize. It might kind of go anaerobic in the bottom, so I definitely recommend mixing. I've tried top spawning before. You know, everybody likes to be lazy and cut a corner here and there if they can, but I'm telling you, it's not worth it. First thing I do is I take the kind of the heels of my hand on the long side of the bag, press inward, and what we're doing is we're kind of making a little pocket. You can see that, and then if I kind of tug on the plastic, see how those grains are starting to work their way to the bottom. We do that on the long side of the bag, come back over to the short side of the bag, do the same thing. Kind of shake those grains down there. You can see they're starting to work. None have made their way to the bottom yet, and also at the bottom there tends to be these corners of the bag to get substrate stuff in them, so I always like to kind of knock that out. That way it doesn't go anaerobic in there. So you kind of wiggle it around a little more, make a lot of noise. Alright, so anyway, I always like to make sure that I get a few grains down here in the bottom, because the bottom of the bag tends to be the last thing that colonizes. It's the furthest away from the filter patch. You know, theoretically it would get the least amount of oxygen, so I want to make sure that I get grains down in there. So once I've got grains that have kind of worked their way down here, I kind of come to the bottom of the bag and almost push in. See? Then you shake it back down. Boom. Now we have a few grains in there. They're kind of buried, but so even after then, I like to tap it on the ground. Tends to have a little mound in the top, so I just give it a little push. Boom. That's done. On to the next one. 80 more to go. So if we do that quickly, it looks something like this.